From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Goetz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Goetz, your host. We missed you. We hope you had a great week. We hope good things happen to you, beautiful things that happen to you. And, you know, today I hope you stay with us because it's a little bit of a tough subject, but in the end, it is a beautiful topic. You know, we cover who's beautifying Vero Beach. And our guest today is no stranger to the airwaves, but first time on Beauty and the Beach. And we're going to be talking about school safety. You know, your kids are back in school. And, you know, we want to put, you know, the kids at ease. We want you to know there's some things out there to try to improve their safety. And parents, hopefully put your mind at ease a little bit, too. So, you know, before I introduce you to our guest, I just want to, you know, I love to do my research. And, you know, I was thinking about school safety then, Cindy, and now. Cindy, is your mic on by chance?
It is now.
It is now. You know, when you think about safety now in the schools and safety when you were a kid, what did safety mean when you were a kid in school?
You know, in school, the biggest thing that they told us, I remember all the time, we had this Norwegian neighbor. And she would say, if you see somebody that comes up to you like a stranger or whatever, and they want to offer you candy, you know, like, hey, little girl, here's some candy or whatever, she'd be like, you run like the dickens.
Well, and you know what? That's true. Like you were taught, don't ever get in a strange car. And then I think the other thing was look both ways before you go through the crosswalk. Right. I mean, that it was about the extent with a little few extra, you know, things put in there. But that was really the extent of school safety. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I think the run like the Dickens, we didn't really, in a lot of ways, know what she was talking about.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
well, it's true.
We didn't really.
Yeah. So it's definitely changed. You know, nowadays you've got, you know, metal detectors, you know, they're the normal for school entrances, which seems so, you know, surreal to me. So listen to this, Cindy. In the 70s and 80s, 40% of kids walked or rode their bike to school. Today, only 13%.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't let my kid walk to school.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all we did was walk. We
walked everywhere, right?
We did. And we walked in packs, you know, with our friends and stuff. But, yeah, that's what we did.
Oh, yeah. In the 70s and 80s, the big kids the older kids were considered responsible enough to supervise younger students during recess. Do you remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you one of those?
Yeah, I didn't supervise.
They got to patrol?
I did the safety patrol, in the 6th grade.
Yeah, me too. Had the little badge. Yep. In the 70s and 80s, you could get signed out of school by your best friend's mom. Or you probably just faked a note, didn't you, Cindy?
No.
That's what you're giggling about. Wait, we have law enforcement in the house.
We do have it.
Speak the truth.
I personally never did that.
Okay.
I never did that.
But you know somebody.
I do know people that did that. Yes, I do.
So also in the 70s and 80s, I thought this was so interesting. In some states, Cindy, 16 and 17-year-old kids were allowed to be hired, are you ready, as school bus drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they were.
You think about that now. That is so scary.
Well, you know what? In all honesty, I'm going to make it better, and I don't want to be like a contest, but in Arkansas at 14, you could do that because you can drive a car at 14.
That
it was all rural.
That was insane. Yeah. Well, now it's not that easy. It's a bunch of we have chaos, we have COVID, we have gun violence, we have social media pressure. So you know, when we talk about school safety, you do tend to think of gun violence. Now it gets a lot of notoriety, but it's not all over the place. But it is a problem. Gun-related violence in schools has greatly increased in recent years. However, school shootings go back. Are you ready for this, Cindy? As early as 1700s. The earliest known school shooting in the U.S. took place in 1764 and was known as the Pontiac Rebellion School Massacre. And out of the 13-year-old kids, only 3 survived. So craziness, started back in the 1700s. During the 19th century, there were 49 49 K through 12 school shootings. Since 2000, there have been 372. School violence in the 21st century has increased by 19%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? We do forget. I don't want to be like that. We do forget there were heinous things that have happened in other times too.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's definitely no stranger to us here in Indian River County. Mm-hmm. We have our own school safety that we need to be, aware of, and our guest today knows all about it. Is going to help educate us today. He is captain of the Indian River County Safety Division of the Sheriff's Office. Please welcome Milo Thornton. Hey, Milo.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio.
This is my first time. Thank you.
I know, it seems like you've been here so long. So Milo, first of all, you love children.
I do.
You do. You can tell. There was a post recently on Facebook, and you're holding a little kid. I don't know, was that a relative? I didn't look closely, but you're smiling and he's smiling. It was the cutest picture ever.
Well, I visit our schools frequently, so you get to know the kids, they get to know you, and they grow on you. They become your own. So,
yeah.
I tell all the staff that, all these kids are my kids. So
you love what you do.
Absolutely enjoy my job.
It definitely shows. So, Milo, I want to ask you, what was the biggest school safety thing for you as a kid? Like, what do you remember as, okay, here's the rules?
Well, I was also selected to be one of those hall monitors.
Were you? Did you have the badge?
I had the badge.
Yes.
With the orange.
The orange, yes.
It was orange and
crisscross, and then you, buckle it down here or something.
I think they were prepping me for law enforcement, and I didn't know it.
There
Slow
you
down,
go.
stop running.
Yeah. Did you like that?
I enjoyed it. Yeah. Got out of class.
That's
early.
right. We got out early so that we could monitor. Oh my goodness. Well, you've grown up well, Milo.
Thank you.
Yes. So listen, let's talk about school safety. And the school has just started, and we were talking before air that what our real kind here in Indian River County is social media. So we're going to get into that. But my first question, in your opinion, and I think we, kind of covered it, but what is the root cause of all the school violence that you're seeing here? And then what factors do you think contribute to school disorder and violence?
Well, I can tell you from the investigations that we've conducted in our schools, a lot of them are connected to incidents that are happening off campus, that are happening in their neighborhoods, that these kids are provoking each other on social media, and they live in different areas of our county. So the school is that one common place where they have an opportunity to see one another, and they end up engaging in fights. So, the lion's share of our issues have been fights. I think it's important to mention that our fights have decreased over the last couple of years. But, for violence in our schools, it's been those issues that happen off campus that, bleed over to our schools.
Is this somewhat hard to target because, Milo, this is a new situation. We don't have a blueprint for this. Social media is within the last decade, so we really don't have a blueprint of how to handle these situations. I mean, are you constantly evolving on how to take care of this? Well,
what we've learned is in a lot of these cases, the parents are aware that their student is in odds with another student. They've seen the social media footage. They are aware of it. We're just asking that they report it to either the school staff or the deputies that are working in those schools, that are assigned to those schools, so that we can monitor it and monitor their students and address it accordingly. Because all too often we're finding out that there are several people that are aware of these students that just have issues with one another, and they're not reporting it to us until after the fight has occurred.
Have you figured out why that is? Why are they waiting? Because it's not doing their child a favor.
It surely isn't. Basically, what we're seeing on our end is it's just giving an opportunity to fight, and a lot of times the parents are trying to solve these issues themselves, but it's just not happening. The parents are not at school with their students, and when they see each other, these fights happen.
Wow. So in a way, it's a little just, okay, hoping it'll go away a situation. So I think you covered it, Milo, but what matters have you identified internally and externally to the school that could potentially harm students and staff?
So let's start with externally. The school district and the sheriff's office staff, we are noticing that a lot of our students are in need of mental health support. And these things could have been addressed outside of the schools. So when we find out about them, we are getting the school district staff on them immediately to try to offer those services. It's important for them to understand that these services are free. It doesn't cost anything to get your students some services in that mental health arena, but just asking and leading so we can kind of help them navigate those rough waters. Internally, there hasn't been a lot because we were extremely proactive. Mm-hmm. We have a really good working relationship with the school district in River County. So a lot of these things that we are hardening our schools and putting things in place so that we can kind of prevent issues from happening. They've put more school monitors. They've increased their school monitors. These are civilian folks that are hired by the district who report issues to the school deputies, our school resource deputies, and so that we can kind of, address and mitigate situations before they turn into something. Wow. So the school district and the sheriff's office are working hand in hand internally to try to curb these by increasing staff, putting more cameras in place. A lot of these things are being monitored by the sheriff's office real-time crime center. We've put in AVLs, what we call them, but locators on all our buses. So we know where all our buses are in the county. If there's this incident on a bus, we can get to them in a split second. So we are doing some things that are really good for the parents and the citizens of our community to ensure that their kids come to our schools and they return safely in the same manner.
Wow. So a big collaboration, it sounds like, between, working with the teachers, working with the parents, working with tech people, making sure you're getting those extra cameras and extra equipment. That's impressive.
It is. It's all hands on deck. Mm-hmm. Everybody shares a responsibility in it into the safety of our students, which is absolutely paramount to us. So the relationship that we have with the school district in River County, the relationship that we have with our parents, because we have a lot of volunteer parents, is tremendous. And, we want to continue to grow that relationship, to continue to grow and provide more security measures in place, put more security measures in place so that we can ensure the safety of our student staff and their faculty.
You were talking earlier about the mental health situation. Is that on the rise with children? What's going on there? What do you see?
So that's a question that I kind of like defer to those experts in that area. But, we have seen a small increase in that area. I tell you, we do a really good job here with providing those services. I'm on the board of New Horizons. I sit on the board of New Horizons. And we have a partnership with our school districts that if any of our students need services from K through 12, we're providing those services for free. Mm-hmm. We have a 24-hour mobile response unit.
That's amazing.
They come to your house if you need them to come to your home. So, we're putting all kind of things in place to make sure that these services are available. Our district mental health experts respond to the schools immediately upon requests from staff to make sure that we're putting those parameters in place to help these students. So we're doing a really good job in that area. But I do, kind of defer to them if they're looking at numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing when you and I were talking before you came on air, there's a new app that you're excited about that is going to kind of help our community and the safety aspect. Can you tell us about this app and what it does?
Yes. So we have a Fortify Florida app. It's free. You can download it from your app store, and you can report any incidents, and you can remain anonymous. If you hear something or you see something, you say something. The sheriff's office personnel, all of our deputies and supervisors have access to the information that flows in, and we are responding to incidents that are reported from parents that when they talk to their students and report on that app that there's an incident occurring in the school at all times of the night. So, it's not a surprise for us to, run down leads on incidents at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. We've done that.
Wow.
You know, when we hear there's an incident that needs to be addressed immediately. So that app is absolutely gold. And I encourage everyone to download that app. We take all incidents serious. We are absolutely a zero tolerance when it comes to incidents of harm to our students and our faculty. So download the app, please, and report without delay, regardless of how minor it may appear to be to you.
Sure.
Report without delay so that we can investigate it thoroughly and get to the bottom line of it.
And Milo, is it, can anybody, a parent, child, can anybody download this app, or is it a parental control?
There's no parental controls. It's available for everyone.
Okay.
We have these apps, the posters in our schools, and we are encouraging our parents. You know, when you're talking to your students and your children, and you hear something, report it so that we can look into it. You know, we're encouraging our students to, and we have other students that report things that they hear in school. If someone is saying they want to harm themselves, if they say someone that wants to harm another student in the school, you know, they're reporting these things. So I'm just I like to, encourage folks to just report it and let us do our job.
Right.
You know, this is a resource that, you know, is free to our community, and I want to use it as much as we can.
Well, and I do love the idea of being anonymous, because kids are so scared that they're going to get in trouble if they rat somebody else out, if you will. So it's good that they can be anonymous. And, you know, if they see bullying, I know we were talking before we came on air that is a real issue. Bullying
is an issue. You know, we have campaigns throughout the school district in Erie County to try to curb that, the bullying. You know, I tell you, Assistant Superintendent Eric Seymour, Beth Christofoli, and John Teske, who's the Director of Safety and Security for the school. We work on these things, you know, through a collaboration with the Sheriff's Office to try to curb it or to stop it. Mm-hmm. You know, we certainly don't want our students harming themselves if they've been bullied, but we want to stop those ones who are bullying our students and, you know, make sure that they,
are getting what they need.
Do something else with that energy.
Yeah. So I want to make sure the students, if you're listening or if the parents are listening, you know, there's no, I guess, rules, if you will, for what validates that alert.
You can remain anonymous. We just want the information so that we can follow up on it.
Right. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not just if somebody's hurting on the ground, but if you overheard a conversation that they may harm themselves or whatever, like it's any situation that is alarming. Is that? Yes. And I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you very well may be saving someone's life. Yeah. You know, and when we start talking about our kids, they're under a tremendous amount of pressure, whether it's social media, whether it's appearance, whether it's athletic, whatever it may be. They're under a tremendous amount of pressure, you know, and some of them just can't take it, you know, and to throw on top of that, you know, pressure from their peers, you know, bullying from their peers. So if you hear something, please say something so that we can look into it. I love it. It's like a big brother. It is, you know, it is. And this app affords us the opportunity to do to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Love it. To you know, look into it to make sure that we are keeping our students safe. I love it. I love it. You guys, make sure you get that on your phone. It's Fortify Florida. Fortify Florida, FL. All right. You guys, we're going to Fortify here. We got to go to a station break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Who's got time to clean? When you need it clean, call Germ Wizards LLC. Using the most up-to-date equipment, Germ Wizards pays strict attention to detail. They make dust disappear. Whether you need your office to sparkle, your home to shine, or you want to give someone a great gift, hire the Germ Wizards. It's easy to get a quote online. There's even an online portal to discuss details directly with your cleaning professional. Visit GermWizardsLLC.com. Make dust disappear with Germ Wizards.
You can trust Sandpiper Pest Control, serving Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard. Certified by the state of Florida to treat homes, lawns, and termites. Fully licensed and insured. Priced right, effective, and friendly.
Hi, this is Joel, the owner of Sandpiper Pest Control. Sandpiper can solve your pest issues. No contracts to sign, just results.
Call for a free estimate, 772-589-0204. Sandpiper Pest Control, a member of the iTex trading community. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs, including lots of slipcover styles from Universal, Four Seasons, and Capri. We also have a gallery of Tommy Bahama and Lexington furniture with styles designed for a relaxed approach to the finer things in life. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet and closeout store directly across the street and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Goetz, your host, and we want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always getting us on air so that we can promote who's beautifying Vero Beach. You can reach them at 772-231-4712. You can also find them at sorensenrealestate.com. We also want to thank Varietals and More for always, providing beverages for us, Cindy. Anyway, it's called Quest because I told them we were talking about school safety today, and they said, it's a constant quest to make sure that these kids are always safe. So, Milo, this is a dedication to your work. It's called Quest. It's a wonderful cab from California. So you guys go grab a bottle of Quest as we are making that quest for you to make those schools safer with Milo Thornton. Milo, we're going to close out, and I want to make sure people do understand that, and Cindy was kind of clarifying that off air, who actually can use this app that we were talking about with Fortify Florida.
So everyone, it's available for everyone.
Even me, if I don't have kids.
Including you.
Even Cindy, who has grandkids.
Absolutely. Okay. I made reference to the lawn man. The lawn man can have it if he wants.
Okay.
Or she wants.
Okay.
We just want to make sure that, we're receiving this information without delay so that we can look into it.
I love it. We only have a minute and a half left, Milo. What do you want people to know out there about school safety and the job that you have, and tell us how you're feeling right now about that.
So it's just important for everyone to know that the safety of our students, staff, and faculty is of paramount importance. We understand that if the teachers feel safe, they're able to teach. If our students feel safe, they're able to learn. We want to make sure that our parents also understand that we take all threats very seriously. We will investigate those, and unfortunately, if we find someone who has hoaxed some type of hoax threat or et cetera, they will be punished, according to the law. So, we take these things serious. The safety of our folks are serious. So please talk to your students about those things.
I love it. I have one final question for you. You ready? You ready, Milo?
I don't know.
If you could be a superhero, okay, how would you fix protecting children in school? If you could be a superhero and do anything, what would you do?
Oh, that's a good one. I grew up in the Batman and Spider-Man era. But I've always liked Spider-Man over Batman. So
okay.
I would probably put some type of web around all of the campuses.
Okay.
From bell to bell. So when our students are in schools, you can't get in.
I love that.
Yeah, and I'll just,
I think your kids would love if you had maybe a little Spider-Man suit under your uniform. Just saying.
No.
Darn.
Good one, though. You almost got me with that one.
Oh, shoot. Well, Milo, we appreciate all the work that you do. I know
Thank you so much.
Parents are feeling much safer. The Fortify Florida is so good. We're excited. So you guys download that app. It's Get Fortify Florida. Is it Get Fortify? Yes.
It's in your app stores on your mobile devices. please, please, please download this app and share that information as you receive it.
All right, Milo Thornton, thank you so much. You guys have a great, safe school year. See you later.